Hello everyone. This is the review of the Little Dot I Plus or One Plus, made by Little Dot. Currently retails $140 on Amazon, but they don't have any anymore. Last time I checked. Did I say how much it retails for? No, $140. It's a solid state and a tube amp. It uses EF91, EF92, and EF95 class of tube amps for your tubing needs. Very simple, very basic, not much going on with it. You got your volume pot. It goes all the way to 11. Huh. Got your phone, 1/4-inch power LED, turns on the blue light. The back also very simple. Got your power source, and you got your output or input, I should say. Put RCA in, whatever your thing is. This is my getup. We got 2 RCAs, plugs in the back, and it goes into a 1/8 into my source, which is my phone. The tubes here are upgraded from the stock 6J1s from China. Just felt like upgrading. These are tongue soles from World War II, which is cute. There you go, there's the box. Very nice. And when we open this bad boy up, there's also more upgraded features if you want to do it. Here's your little op amp, and this right now is a OPA something, I forgot. 2107, OPA 2107. A lot of people say, like, if you switch the op amps, it won't do much big of a difference. But I figured for extra $4, if it's a little upgrade, why not? It's only $4. I mean, this is what the old one looked like. $4 for a little chunk of plastic and some metal. It's not too bad. Also, when you're switching tubes, you will have to switch these jumpers here. You have the K jumpers, which you will need to change between 408. Although I believe it's the EF91 family or something. You would have to switch them over. But if you're using the EF95, you just leave stock. It comes stock as EFs. Impedance on them, it goes all the way up to 600. And if you wanted to enable that, here's are your gain jumpers. They are the G3 and G4. J3 and J4. And you would pop these out, and it'll bring your gain to 7, which will allow for higher impedance headphones. If you want to do the EF92, you want to put jumpers here and there. And I'm only saying this because the instruction manual that came with it was pretty dumb. This is the instruction manual. It's mainly in Chinese. Like, basically all the stuff you want to know is in Chinese, which is caca. Say, like, you can't really. It's just like, what the fuck. But they're good. I mean, also the box was very underwhelming. It was just a box with some cardboard in there and a styrofoam. It came with this plastic baggie, which had an RCA cable in there, both male and whatnot. Nothing special. I thought, which when I saw this, I was like, extra cheap. And Chinese instructions. See what it says. Alright, I can't read Chinese. Oh shit. Also in the baggie, be careful. There is the extra jumpers you might need. An extra screw there. And yeah. It has 4 screws for you to access the main panel. Screw there, and in the back as well. On the lid, you have to notice that there's a lip with a ridge, not a ridge, and it sandwiches together. So be careful. You want to take good care of it. You don't want to keep it near water, humid. It does get a little bit hot, So you want to watch out for that. Make sure it's not getting too hot on you. But as long as it's in the open, near, unless you have your house at like 90 degrees or something ridiculous. I don't know who lives like that though. Maybe if you're in China. But yeah, pretty solid standard headphone amp. But definitely, I'm running obviously through my 325s. It really does give it that extra bit of layer of sound to it. Gives it a nice warm depth thanks to the tubes. And that's a good thing. If you're looking for an amp, I would recommend you either get a hybrid or something with tubes in it. Because if you have like a solid state amp, you're pretty much stuck with that sound. But if you buy amps with tubes on it, you can always swap out the tubes and see how they change up. How it changes your sound. The op amp, which some say they can't hear the difference, but you can always play around. Those are currently Tungsols amps in there. I mean, tubes. You can get them online. There's like if you go to headfi.org, there's like a whole thread dedicated to which tubes and which good tubes are there for this little dot amp. And they're definitely out there, and you just have to go look, and that's it. Definitely, it's a good investment. It really does give it that extra bit of layer. And I was a little hesitant about the headphone amp, but once it gets serious with headphones, you definitely want to get an amp. Obviously, you want to have a good source, and probably you want to get a good DAC. It's not one of the most immediate things you want to get. I would get a headphone amp before I got a DAC. And I guess that's the only thing missing out of my getup. But I'm pretty happy. This and the 325 IS. It's probably the end of the line for me. I don't feel like searching ever for, the next headphone or the next amp. I'm just truly satisfied with what I have. And I guess I've reached my sweet point, man. And whenever I get bored again, I can change up the tubes on it. And that will always change the sound of my setup a little bit. Not a huge amount. Like, I've listened to the stock tubes that came with it. They weren't crappy. They weren't complete terrible shit. But these definitely give it a depth and layer. And it's warm. A lot warmer than the regular tubes. So I definitely recommend you hitting this up with whatever headphones you have. Get out there and explore your headphone amps. Worthy investment. They're not terribly pricey, but again, you get what you pay for. And for $150 right here, I think I get a pretty solid getup, and I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, there you go. That's it. How about that? Take care.